intelligent. You tell me the last time you saw somebody in your history book that was black and successful, other than people who were murdered for believing in the improvement of black culture and black society. Life is fucked up for us right now. And a lot of people think that your nice little house and your car and your little family and little material things that you have matter, and that they make a difference in society. They don't. Black people have been given the smallest slice of the pie. In fact, I believe we've been given the crumbs. And here we are trying to make a whole meal out of that. Our children are starving mentally. There's not enough people out here helping our children to believe in themselves and teaching them that they are the most beautiful human beings on this planet. They are not yet tainted. It is the adults that taint these children. It is the media that taints these children. It is the society that does not care about these children, that puts them in the dumpster where the rest of us have been placed psychologically, emotionally, mentally, physically. And they think that shit is normal, and it's not. Our kids need better examples from their parents. Our kids need better examples from their teachers. Children need better examples, period, of all races and of all creeds, of all classes, of all backgrounds, of all cultures, because I think human civilization is plummeting. Not just black civilization, human civilization. But the point of me saying all of these things is that the most psychologically tortured of them all are black people. Because for over 400 years, we've been pawns in a game of money, wealth, power, and brain dirtying, as my professor, Dr. Poe, calls it. It's not brainwashing when they teach you to hate yourself and to love everything that someone else is and what they have. It's brain dirtying. So black people as a whole, we need to cleanse our minds and understand that not only are we the most magnificent creatures here, because we come from ancient civilizations of powerful structure, organization, and beauty. In all areas, we come from the most brilliant people upon the earth. The most brilliant. I'll say it again, the most brilliant. But looking at us today, you would never know. It's a shame. Because for children to look up to us as adults and not know how beautiful they are, I think is one of the biggest tragedies. Little black girls wanting blonde hair like Barbie, wanting to wear the latest fashions of Paris Hilton, and wanting to wild out and go crazy like Britney Spears and do drugs like every other celebrity that they see on television in their big fancy house and their happy little families and their fucking make-believe ass lives. That shit is fake television, unless it's a documentary like the one my man is shooting. That shit ain't real. It's all fake. It's all subject to interpretation, and it's used as a trick, a fucking magical trick, pull the rabbit out of the hat type brainwashing mechanism to show people like, hey, it is beautiful. Life really is grand. You really can be rich. You can be the best loved person with all the money and power and prestige and respect in the world. But guess what? That's the American dream, and the American dream ain't nothing but a fallacy. I'll tell you why. Because even the people who have that shit ain't happy. They're not happy. Happiness comes from within yourself. And that's why black civilization is failing. We do not love ourselves enough. If we did, I guarantee you we'd be better off. I guarantee you there would have been more Nat Turners, there would have been more Malcolm X's, more Martin Luther Kings, more Barack Obamas. But there aren't. They're very few and far between. Because we don't like ourselves. We can't stand ourselves. We want to change everything about ourselves. Our hair, we want it straight and thin. Our eyes, we want them to be a different color. Our noses, we cut them down to size to make them look like, you know what. Y'all with big, black, beautiful lips don't like them. You don't like the complexion of your skin when we're all gorgeous, when we're all made in different ways, when the lightest of the light and the darkest of the dark from all ranges, top to bottom, can be found in Africa. I don't know if too many people know that, but yes. We've been brainwashed. From the clothes we wear, to the car we drive, to the home we live in, to what we teach our children, to the schools that we put them in, to the information that we let leak into their brains without monitoring the tap. Pouring bullshit into our children's brains. And you wonder why we got niggas. It's a whole lot of people's fault why we this way. The white man ain't to blame for everything. He's to blame for a hell of a lot. But we are to blame as well for not changing faster, sooner, more efficiently, more vigorously. Not wanting to change. The 60s were all great. You know what I mean? But they infiltrated us with drugs. They infiltrated us with giving us new jobs, with nice suits and a piece of the pie, which are still crumbs, by the way. They didn't give a shit. But we think they did. Human civilization is fucked up. Runs off of greed. That's why the earth is dying. We are using her. She's dying. Almost dead. Yet we're here. Living like we got fucking problems. When the earth stops spinning, that's when we got fucking problems. Black people, my message to you is to love yourself. Respect yourself. Love your children. Respect your children. Those young minds are very impressionable and they're not stupid. I guarantee you there are a lot of 3-year-olds I know that are way more intelligent than 50-year-olds I know. Because they ain't on some bullshit. They haven't been taught no bullshit yet. They living in the really real. Kids will tell you some really real shit. Y'all know that. Adults will not. Very few. Because adults grew up watching cartoons, thinking that shit is real life. Adults grew up watching shows like Saved by the Motherfucking Bell. Fucking dumb shit. Shit that doesn't exist. High school scenarios. College scenarios. Home scenarios. Environmental scenarios that are too dry, cut, and clean for our reality. Our reality is not that. It is messy. It's dirty. A lot of things that we need to know are hidden from us, out of our reach, out of our grasp. Our local libraries rarely carry a great selection of what we need to know about our civilization. Why every person on this earth isn't given a chance to trace their genealogy back to their original origin without having to pay a pretty fucking penny, I don't know. But without that money, you're going to stay lost. Because with that money, they have control over you. So everybody going to work 9 to 5. You go to work with the flyest clothes on. You go out on the weekend. You party with your homeboys. You party with your homegirls. You get drunk. You get twisted. That's not life. That's part of life. That's part of enjoying life. But that's not life. Life is knowing that shit is fucked up and doing something about it. That's life. That's a proper life. That's a life that we need to lead to get to the point where we want to be. Stop talking. Do more. Play your part. Do what you got to do. If you're an educator, teach your children the truth. If you're a businessman, build opportunities for your people. If you're an accountant, teach people how to do their own taxes so they're not screwed by the government. You in politics, be real. That's all I got to say about that. Be real. Word up, Barack. Etc., etc. But until the next time, black people stay strong. Stay strong. Keep your head up. Don't fall too deep. Excuse me. Don't fall too deep in the hole. Because they waiting for you down there. They waiting to throw the dirt on top of you. After you done worked your whole life to get a little piece of shit. They gonna make you eat it. And then they gonna bury you alive. We better than that. We need to start building ladders. We need to start thinking back to the pyramids. Build that with your mind.